Hey, welcome back to Lasco Ford. This is the 2020 Ford Explorer ST package. We're going to show you all the different places that they've got everything tuned, tweaked, and what they've advanced from 2019 to 2020, and why an ST is better than an XLT. I guess it is. It's more expensive, it's got higher horsepower, and my God, have they paid attention to some of the styling and design that came along with it. That's not your neighbor's Durango. Sorry about your luck. Here we go. All right, so we're going to start out with the front grille. Big, bolstering, blacked out grille. Big Ford emblem. Probably one of the only blue things you're going to find on this vehicle. Down below, you're going to have a forward camera. That's going to get cleaned every time you hit your windshield washer solvent, right? We got a big Explorer embossed over the front of the hood, a big decal on there. You got ST down in the bottom corner on the driver's side of that grille. We've got a blacked out headlight. We've got our turn signal built in with a daytime running light. They're separated, so it's not a switchback like you've seen on a lot of other vehicles, truck lines and all that included. This color is going to be a star white metallic, which is a super pearlescent color, and it is definitely a tri-coat paint, so you're going to get a little bit more bang for your buck when it comes to having a thicker paint job on the 2020 Ford Explorer ST. LED fog lights, forward sensing system here, a forward mitigation or adaptive cruise control setup is going to be located right here. Down below, you've got more of that piano black that's tied into the grille on the lower part of the grille as well. Let's keep going because I got to show you 21-inch wheels right here. Massive 7-spoke 21-inch wheels. They're 275/45 R21 Pirelli. Scorpion Zero, yes, huge brakes. Well, you can see that because they painted them red. Big red painted calipers on the front and back of the ST packages as well. This is in a street pack, right? So that's how you're going to get that 21 with this tire wrapped around it. We've got that big wheel well cover here and protection area. That's going to have an additional side sensing system that goes along with it too. Let's tie in back more of that piano black. That's going to go into the skull cap of the mirror with an LED light. Another camera up and underneath here for that 360 camera view. And that is all tied into more black, like right here on the door. But if you notice when I touch that door handle, that black part is just for aesthetics. If you reach underneath, boop, and you touch the back of it and you have the key within proximity, this will light up for you. That's going to let you know, yes, I'm able to enter the vehicle or be able to lock it. Now, on the passenger door down here and the rear passenger door, we're going to have that gloss black as well. So not only is it on the grille, Explorer, right? So not only on the grille, it's on the mirror caps, it's on the bottom of the doors, it's in the door handles, it's on your B pillars, it's on your A pillars, and it's also way up here on top of your roof rail system, right? So you have the roof rail system here, but you also have crossbars that are able to go on there as well. Yakima, Thule, you name it, you can put all these different systems up top to go skiing, snowboarding, be able to throw a paddleboard, a kayak, J-cradles, the cargo carriers. You name it, there's a lot more. You want me to keep going? Let's keep going. Here's the back side of the vehicle, all LED lighting on the back side of it. The piano black goes into that liftgate on the back side to a rear view camera here, which also gets cleaned off anytime you hit your reverse or your rear window solvent fluid, which comes down from up here next to your humongous LED light that's in the back side of your center high mount stop lamp. Chimsel, that's what that is. So that pops on anytime you hit the brakes, of course, but also when your back windshield gets cleaned, so does your camera down below. Better towing capability than we've had out of Explorer since circa 2009. Better than that, right? You got that piano black coming around again with quad port exhaust, 2 here, 2 over on the other side here, a 7-pin wiring harness, a 4-pin wiring harness, a 7-pin wiring harness, reverse sensing system, a backup camera, and a 360 camera view. That's a lot. Let's keep going inside. Moving on, right? So you can hit a couple of things. One button's going to be right here. That's going to lift and lower the rear lift gate for the vehicle, and that's actually built right into your strut right here. So that's nice. It's out of the way. You don't have some big contraption and articulating arm to pull it down and push it back up. You don't need Arnold Schwarzenegger in the back of your truck. Leave them in California. Good to go. So these seats right here, headrests, they'll be up. If you don't want them up, then just pull this tab and put them down. Simple as that. You can hit some buttons over here, right? You got L, then you got to lower, and then you got left and right. So we'll hit that one. Look what happens when I push the button. Oh my God, it's going down and no hands, no hands. Whoa, no hands. Right? It's out of the way.
One more time. I missed it.
Okay, hold on. we'll hit this to raise and lower both the left and the right side at the same time. If you only want to do one, you can do L or L plus R. You can raise, you can lower, you can do it either way. You have an LED light back here as well. Beautiful. There's more storage. There's so much storage in this thing now. Explorer. And even now, they have to add the vehicle design to it too. Up underneath, hidden trunk, all-weather storage, or all-weather floor mats, tray liners, right, which they do a really good job with at Ford. So is it necessary to put in WeatherTechs? No, not when you can get them factory from Ford. If you want to raise, lower this, or custom fit how tall it is, you're simply going to use this button right here, press and hold it wherever you'd like it to be, and then you can be able to lock it into that position too. We can just hit that button, lower it, walk away, drop the mic. I would, but they're very expensive for these keys, so I'm not going to drop them. Here we go. Cap seal system too. So just simply pull the nozzle off the pump, fill up your vehicle, shut your door, and you are good to go. Now, does it say anywhere in here? No, I just wanted to double check. 400 horsepower ST, twin turbo, 3.0 liter, don't have to run premium, right? So you can run mid-grade, you can run regular, or anywhere in between. Kind of nice, right? So you're not paying another 30 to 40 cents or better at the pumps to be able to still get the horsepower and the wide quality and the long quality out of the Explorer for 2020 that Ford has to offer. We're going to take a look at a couple things inside. First thing I want to look at is the door itself. So when you crack that door open, yes, we've got the contrast stitching. We actually have this little vent or little screen system set up here, right? You can go get those, and you know, I mean, I've had a couple. I've got two little ones at the house, so suction cups, and I think it's by Bright or Bruley or I don't know, something that starts with a B, but it's garbage. This works a lot better. The handle gets out of the way. These two hooks, they're going to stay there permanently. You can raise and lower this already tinted privacy glass in the back side of the vehicle. If you take a look down where your foot would go entering into the vehicle as I walk around, you actually have a really good step to be able to get in and out of the vehicle. Now, when we look at moving this, right, a couple key things that they did here is, so when you drive in the driver position, right, I'm on the passenger side, but if you put a car seat right here, for an example, right, put a car seat here. Well, how am I going to move this seat with a car seat on it, right? You want to be able to get to that third row. You can do the low console, which is a very smart way to go about this, in the quad captain's chair setup. This is a 6-passenger, 2 in the front, 2 in the middle, 2 in the rear for full-size adults. If I hit this little button, you'll see it right here, right? So now I can move that forward, but it'll stop wherever that car seat is and still allow me to adjust the seat forward, leaving the car seat in its spot. Then it can access the back on the two pieces that we showed you where you can place your feet and not have an issue with it. Now we have a little bit better way to go. I'm gonna sit in the back. I just kind of got that look like, hey, you should sit in the back from the camera guy. Okay, sitting in the back. So when you sit back here, I don't have my knees in my chin. I can actually see, and I've got 2 big vents coming to me right now, along with 2 more vents going to the 2 passengers in front of me. Now, I can come out this same way that I came in, or not, right? I've got storage everywhere back here, so I've got cup holders, I've got storage place to put my cell phone, a subwoofer, an amplifier, extra speakers right here because there's 14 of them in this B&O CarPlay sound system that's coming with Ford in the 2020 ST. Speaking of that, there's so much more to look at. Let's take a look up front and see what we can do up there to kind of blow your mind on what Ford brought to the table for 2020. Follow me. All right, we're going to take a look at the inside of the Ford Explorer ST 2020. But before we do that, when you crack the door of your Ford Explorer ST, that's what you're going to see shining all the way down to the ground. When it's dark outside, you're definitely going to be able to see it. So let's take a look at the inside door panel of this vehicle and take a look at, first of all, the B&O, the Bang & Olufsen sound system that's going to be coming out of every 14 speakers of this sound system in the 2024 Explorer. You got your lock, your unlock buttons as well, you know, to be able to, you know, get in and out of the vehicle, but also your door handle is going to have that ambient lighting with it as well. As we carry over to this side of the vehicle, you're going to see the Ford Performance sill plates that not only do you see it on the ground, you see it as you go to enter into the vehicle. And then when you do enter into the vehicle, ST is everywhere inside of here. So like our Ford Performance Specialty SVT line and our Ford Performance, you know, they're very proud of it because it is a higher performance version and a lower production model version. So holding your value well is definitely going to happen in the 2020 Ford Explorer ST. Now you got ST down in the bottom of the flat bottom steering wheel that's in here. And then you're going to see that ST carry through even into the embossing of the seats, which are a contrast stitching ST put in there, right there. If you can't see it, there you go. I'll circle it, contrast stitching. Then you come down here to the ventilated seats, right? So they're heated and air conditioned and they're perforated. And oh my God, there's so many different stitch lines on here. The durability's got to be phenomenal with it. But I love where they put things, right? So it's completely redesigned dash. We've got our high, face blowing vents, and those are great. Foot on the brake, push to start. And now we've got things like this carbon fiber weave that's going into the different panels. The fit, form, and function of it is absolutely beautiful. I mean, I love it. So we're gonna turn this up. We're gonna get our camera guy cooled off. Whew, it's so hot, it's 93, right? 93 degrees, everybody. But when we take a look inside, so we got some redundant controls down here too, right? Our heated steering wheel, our heated seat, our air conditioned seat, which is on. Let's turn his on too. See, right over here on this side. So then we got our heated seat too. Now we can adjust and be able to go lower and lower or higher. If we want to go higher, I'm not going to do that to them bad. But here's our fan speed too, which are adjusting. And I think this is a very clean design. I love the piano black, the hidden and recessed digital lighting back behind it. Really gives you a good idea. And I do like the temperature versus the blue for cold and the red for hot that we've done in the past. You've got reverse parking system, right? So if we turn that off, our backup beeping when you go to put the vehicle in reverse, like so, is going to be hinging off this reverse sensing system. Now, we have multiple cameras on this, which is the upgraded touchscreen that comes with not just that street package, it doesn't. It's a separate itemized option. You typically have your typical 8-9-inch display. This is the vertical display that we've got on here. Now, what does that do? So we've got our backup camera here. We can hit this plus button right here. What is that going to do? That's going to zoom us right into if we've got our turned lines using our dynamic hitch assist, which is that black dashed line. When we back up to a trailer and you get right close to it, boom, you hit your plus, and now you're hooking to the tongue of that trailer, no problem. Over here, if you notice me move my door on this 360 camera view, right, that's going to be our bird's eye view. Well, why does it move? It moves because hold on, let me put us back in reverse, because our mirrors are where that camera is. We showed you that a little bit earlier. Now this is in reverse. If we're in drive, okay, so I adjusted it to drive, we're gonna hit this button right here between the volume and the tune, and it's gonna look like a little camera. Let's hit that once, okay? So now we've got our forward camera. So our forward camera and our bird's eye view, what if we just wanna span the front camera, okay? Well, here's that's a front span. Now, if we do that and we want a 180 view, or 270, I think view it segments it into three. So you got your mirror, your forward underneath the grill, and then your other mirror. And then we can go to where we're comfortable and you can see that full view. So as we move forward, you're able to see that come right down to a specific, your bumper, that line as I'm leaving out the garage here at Ford store in Fenton. Lasco Ford, right? So, cool thing is, if I go to get out, take a look at this gear switch real quick here, the gear dial. So if I go to get out, do you notice how it just went from drive to park? Safety. Okay, so I never touched it, but a safety feature in this vehicle is, crap, blank, beep, whatever, I forgot to put it into park. Right, so you're not going to have a runaway car scenario on your hands, right? So it was in drive and it put itself into park for us, which is a nice safety feature that Ford had to produce, which is very beautiful, right? So other things too, like where's my phone? Well, I can tell right now just by the battery that's up on the screen up here that my phone is charging. It says right here, right here where it says low, boom. Now I take that off and there's my phone that was charging on a wireless charging system that's located right here underneath your center console. Beautiful, right? So all I do is just simply set my phone right there, my beautiful daughter and me, getting charged up, ready to go. Now it also, you gotta see this too. So put it up on the screen if you don't mind, Jay. And right up here at the top, you're gonna watch this disappear because I took my phone away. Now that disappears, right? Now when I put my phone down, hold on, boom, wireless charger active. Zzz, zzz. Yes, RoboCop, we are driving a 2020 ST Ford Explorer. I'm super excited about it, right? Huge storage compartment, just push this. Now you're gonna have your USB and your USB-C. All right, different charging ports there, and then we've got our 12-volt outlet there as well. This is illuminated if you didn't notice, so if I do throw my phone in there, at least I can see it, then shut it, get it out of the way, and you still have that big open feel to it as well. Buttons, you've got a bunch of them, right? Let's go over some of them right here. Auto start stop. So we can hit that button when running, right? Is going to go into an off mode. So if you come to that stop sign, that red light, and you are sick and tired of it going turn off to turn back on, well, now you don't have to do that. It's your choice with the Ford and our auto start stop button. Turn that off. I got our descent control here, our traction control here, and different drive modes that you have here. If we rotate this, what you're going to see is up on my screen, my huge 12-inch screen in front of my steering wheel. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Yes, it's that big, right? If I go to driving modes, what kind of driving modes do I want it to be? Camera guy hit the horn. That's great. All right, so we can go to deep snow, sand, right? And they even give you a picture, trails and rocks, right? We're gonna go over to a slippery mode. Oh, it's iced out and snowy. Check that out. Normal driving mode. And then we're gonna flip over to economy mode. This is the fun one. This is the sport mode. The sport mode is hold on tight, here we go, giddy up, right? Last one is gonna be our trailer towing mode, right? So we've got all that trailer haul, trailer towing mode, but you've got this huge screen to be able to do a couple things that are super fun. You can adjust very simple things, right? Like your distance on your travel for your adaptive cruise control. We can adjust that here, no problem. We can also do our lane keeping system. That's gonna be another button over here on the left. So lane keeping system is gonna be here. Our adaptive cruise control is here. Our cruise control is up top. Set and resume for our cruise. Mute our stereo system, turn it up or turn it down, and then we go over to the other side. Other side here is going to be our back button, our menu button, our OK and toggle up and down is going to toggle. Press in on OK to be able to select that as well. Then you've got our voice activated, our pick up the phone, our hang up the phone, and our preset selection too. That's just on the steering wheel. Do you want to see what's in the dash? Oh my God, there's so many more things to go through. But you know what? What I really want to focus in on is when we throw it in drive, we can do our paddle shift. We've got our beautiful transmission that just runs like a symphony with this engine, producing 400 horsepower. We've got our ability here. Very easy to go through options on the bottom of this big screen. I do want to go through a couple more of those before we take it back outside. We pop the hood and we let you guys see underneath the hood for that 3-liter twin turbine engine that's going to be producing 400 miles, right? Or 400 horsepower. So we've got add our device. It's going to pop on anytime it doesn't feel that a phone is Bluetooth into the vehicle. You can also do Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. This is our home screen. We can go to our audio setup too for whatever source we'd like to have, whether that's AM, FM 1, 2, or 3, Sirius 1, 2, or 3, going into any auxiliary plugins, USB, Bluetooth audio. Keep it coming. Wow, these seats are cold. When we turned on that air conditioned seating, I'm going to turn my fan speed down because I'm starting to freeze out of this thing. It's awesome, right? So our presets are going to be down here now, right? So say we pick the highway, right? And we want to acquire a signal, or we pick, an FM signal, and it's perfectly staticky, right? But if we want to adjust that, and you go to wherever you're at, and you pick out whatever station it is, just press and hold, and it'll adjust that station right to that number, right? So it runs a little line that goes across the type.
Mix and match.
You can do the whole thing. Yep. So you can do AM, FM, Sirius. You can do all of those things in one preset. And the cool thing is you have the 2 dots. Anytime you see those dots, it means we can just slide on over left to right. And you can see 2, you can see 3 dots, depending on what you're picking out. We can go over to phone. We can be able to add in Bluetooth, that phone. We've got navigation. This is beautiful because I really like the fact that you don't have to be at a complete stop. You can use your talk to text, I guess, is kind of the way that you're doing it, right? You're going talk to text on where I want to go. It doesn't matter. You can do a point of interest. You can do a specific location. You could say Lasco Ford. All these different things are being picked up by not only your phone. You go to Google or you go to your iMaps, whether you got an Android or whether you got an iPhone. As soon as you plug in, that navigation goes away. You're using your Apple CarPlay, your Android Auto, and you're able to use that the same way that you're already used to navigating your phone. You can navigate this as well. I'm gonna hit apps real quick here. Now you've got Sirius Travel Link, which I really like Sirius Travel Link, and I've got a few customers that really enjoy it too. I'm going to drive forward so we can get out of this cinder block building that doesn't get and acquire a signal, so you can see some of these things, because we haven't talked about the Sirius Travel Link in quite some time, and it really is. It's a major importance to people that really genuinely use this vehicle the way that you could use it to its full potential. But we could even go to things like ski conditions, right? Weather alerts. Let's go to weather alerts and let's just see what it says. There's nothing there. So let's just go to weather just in and of itself. Now it's saying 77 degrees and sunny. Liar.
Yeah,
it's
right.
93 and sweltering hot, you know? But we can do a 5-day weather forecast showing us all 5 days, right? Oh, just brutal, 89 degrees. Oh, there's the truth. If we go to map, when we pick map, this is your storm chart and radar, right? So if there's any snow coming through, if there's any rain coming through, now this doesn't have to just be where we're located right here in Fenton, Michigan in this 2020 Ford Explorer, available right now and shipping anywhere from Paul Zagman here at Lasco Ford. Right, no, it's anywhere you want to go. You just re-gauge what your zip code is and it will go to whatever part of the US you want to go to just simply by sliding over, right? But you can put that in as a zip code and it goes and dials right into it. So if you've got a couple different vacations in the near future, you can already know in advance on a 5-day weather forecast what it's going to be like where you're going. That's just a little tidbit on this system right here. I'm just hitting the back button up here with my thumb just to get us back to where we need to go, or we can just simply hit the home button at the bottom and that takes us to all of our different, usually it's a quadrant, but now it's kind of a stacking quadrant, right? So we can just click on our map, it takes up our full screen, and wow, does that make it easy to be able to drive and navigate the vehicle properly. Whew. Let's take a look underneath the hood and then we'll get this thing wrapped up for us here at Lasco Ford on the 2020 Ford Explorer ST. Come check it out. Hey, welcome back. Let's take a look underneath the hood of this 3-liter. Now the 3-liter twin turbo, 400 horsepower, really gets the job done, no doubt about it. Plus you still have room. Big strut towers that are on the inside of this too, and it's not completely contained and like just so wedged in there that you got to have a jackhammer to get the motor out. Not at all, right? So plenty of room for people to be able to work if need be down the road, but plenty of power, plenty of efficiency, air intake system here, all clear reservoirs as well, and just really did a nice job of putting the motor back into the vehicle to where it's actually going to be able to handle and articulate very, very nicely. So a longer, a wider, a more interior cubic volume, more horsepower, more towing, and a better look than we've ever brought to the table on a 2020 Ford Explorer ST. Where can you find them? Here at Lasco Ford in Fenton, Michigan. Give us a call, 810-629-2255, or check out our website, www.lascoford.com. If you got any questions, any concerns, please like, subscribe, throw some comments down on this video, and we'll be able to address them as quickly as possible. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Paul Zagman here at Lasco Ford, and we'll keep them coming.